This is going to be fun. I love painting landscapes. To me, they just fall off my brush. I'm going to enhance this very simple tropical landscape by showing you how I'm going to bring the beach grass out of the picture. So I'm going to make myself a puddle of a hooker's green, and I'll do a no-no and jump straight in without washing my brush off, but I'm going into a darker color, so it doesn't really matter. And then I think I'll go into a yellow ochre and make a puddle of that, because I'll probably need to pick that up. So I've got beach grassy color on my brush. I'm going to come over here and do a few more strands of beach grass. I'll mix up the color a little bit, and I'll do one that's broken down there. These are just swipes of paint, and practice, you'll get them so quickly and so easily. Just do a few practices. I'm going to jump in and just do a little bit darker down here to give the base some weight. And when that has dried enough, I'm going to go to one of my favorite enhancers for beach grass, and that's the iridescent gold. I'll start on the dry, and by the time I finish the dry, I'm sure the wet stems of the beach grass will be ready for their gold puffy tops. So here I go on that, and it's coming up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, up, out, out. And now I'll try it here, up, out, out, up, out, out, up, up. I think I'm done. So that I'll put aside to dry, and I'm going to show you how I have done a lot of other landscapes, enhanced a lot of other landscapes with that gold. There are several dune landscapes. This one, there's the gold on the beach grass. I haven't chosen to pull it out of the picture. What I've done instead was put a little sparkle on the horizon line of that soft tropical water, and put the wet sand steps coming out of the picture. Those sand steps are done with the diamond glitter. Here's another one, very similar. I call this one Wild Dunes, and you'll notice that I've come out of the top with the gold beach grass, and I couldn't resist coming out of the bottom with some sandy footprints. Here's a third. This one I call beach breezes. Have you ever stood at the edge of the sea where a breeze is coming offshore, or is it onshore, and thrown your arms out and just felt the magic of the moment? Well, I captured that here in this painting. Put the gold in the beach grass, and my silhouette says it all. Other landscapes, now moving away from the seascapes, would be something like this. I have a cottage, cabin in the woods in the autumn, and you'll notice, I hope you'll see, that the grass has been enhanced with the gold, and the eye is carried out and to the open message of the letter by the steps on the path, or the path shape. Along those lines, here's a walk in the woods, but the reader of the greeting card will be taken into the woods. And another image I have here is an autumn scene, an autumn landscape. But this one, the gold is bright and shiny in those cattails in the foreground, and there's something missing, and I'm going to put them in. I love putting two birds into my landscapes, and I usually use a micron pen. It's a really fine point, and the reason I put the two birds in is I kind of like to think that they're traveling through the landscape I've painted and exploring it. Thanks.